Hi everyone, my name is Cumali Aktaş. Today I am going to talk about the fundamentals of nuclear energy and if we use it, can we protect the environment? We will discuss it. Let's start with energy concept. Our energy demand has increased a lot in last 2 centuries because of advanced industry and technology. But this need has been met by fossil fuels and still 84% of the energy met by fossil fuels. Using that fossil fuels releases carbon dioxide gas into the atmosphere, and the amount of carbon dioxide gas in atmosphere has increased a lot. This increase brings temperature changes, and this temperature changes brings climate change. So we want to prevent this event. We need alternative ways. You may think that we can use renewable energies such as solar energy, wind power, etc. But we cannot reach renewable energies in 24 hours a day. So we need other alternatives. It's not useful actually. In last century, with the development of the science, the atom was split, and as a result of this split, the enormous amount of energy released. Governments first used that for wars, but after that, engineers and scientists thought, can we use it for our energy demands? And after that point, the first electricity generating nuclear power plant was built in June 1954. And this technique really worked because there are approximately 440 nuclear power plants in the world today. There are two types of nuclear energy, nuclear fission and nuclear fusion. In today's nuclear power plant, nuclear fission is used, so we'll talk about that. As you can see in the picture, a neutron comes and hits the atom. As a result of that, atom splits and new neutron released and energy released. This is the nuclear fusion. In today's nuclear power plants, uranium-235 is used, but in the world we have a lot of uranium. However, the amount of uranium-235 is really rare. It's about 1%. So we need some process called enrichment. After that process, we increase the amount of uranium-235. After that, it's usable for nuclear energy. And once you get uranium, you can reuse it again and again because it's reusable. Let's have a look at it, what's going on inside this nuclear reactor. Actually, there are two types of nuclear reactors, pressurized water reactor and boiling water reactor. In pressurized water reactor, water heated by nuclear energy, and this water is kept under high pressure and not allowed to boil. And this water flows via pipe inside other water, and this other water produces steam by that way. In boiling reactors, actually similar things happen. Water is heated by nuclear energy and produce steam. In both cases, this steam flows in a pipe and rotate the turbines, and via that way electricity is produced. Nuclear waste. As we mentioned before, nuclear fuel can be used over and over again. But after a certain point, it will be a nuclear waste and it needs to be stored. But it should not be forgotten that there is only 3% highly radioactive nuclear waste in a total nuclear waste. So this nuclear waste needs to be stored. Firstly, this waste stored in spent fuel pools. In there, they are waited to cool. And after 5 years, it's transported to the dry barrel and stored there. These structures are very solid, so nothing to worry about them. And let's talk about carbon dioxide emissions. In nuclear energy, very little amount of carbon dioxide emits even less carbon than some type of renewable energy such as solar energy. So it is a good thing about the environment if we use right methods. If we protect the wastes, it will prevent climate change maybe. So it should not be forgotten that nuclear energy is a developing system, so maybe in the future this waste problem will decrease, maybe that there will be no waste. And that's it. Thank you very much for listening to me.